we had a leak coming through the ceiling here, and as it turns out, the flange completely sheared off up at the toilet, and so water was leaking over what was that flowing down the tube. Anyway, needed to get it fixed. I'm going to show you how to do it. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a flange that has broken completely off. This is a toilet flange, and for whatever reason it sheared off, and so now it leaks, creating a big mess. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm building a small base here that I'm going to fit into here out of this wood here, and then I'm going to take this. It's a push-tight gasket made by the So Chief company, and this thing slides down right inside there. I'm going to use a little bit of silicone grease to lubricate the flange so that it'll go down in there, and then I'll line it up so that I've got my Johnny bolts approximately right there on each side, and that will line up with the toilet. And then what I'll do is I'll take this grease, it's a wax ring, and I'll put that right over the top of that, and then we'll put the toilet back together and we'll be off to the races. Anyway, I'll take you step by step through this process. Using a blade bit on a drill, I drilled a little pilot hole here into this. To get this dimension here, what I simply did is I put this into my hole, my toilet hole, and then from down below I took and I traced it out with a Sharpie. So now I'm going to get started here with a saber saw, and I'm just going to cut around, make the hole here so that that'll fit through, and we'll take you to the next step. Okay, now that I've cut this hole, I'm going to go check it and make sure that it fits. That's approximately where it's going to be. I just need to figure out the position of this. That was about it. May have to shave off a little bit here and there to get that to fit exactly. But I'm going to play with this until I get that to fit perfectly. Okay, I got this thing cut. It's fitting very nice. I've got my little arrow telling me which direction I put it in. And then it seats down so that it's flush. So the next thing I do is I take the new flange with the seal, and I'm going to put some silicone around here. This is a silicone grease. This is just going to help it go down there, and then it'll lock up once it hardens. Okay, that's enough. All right, that should go right down in there pretty easily. Okay. All right, just for purposes of seeing where that sits, you can see that I've got the toilet will be sitting here. So I got to have my Johnny bolts. I don't want to have these lined up here because that's the insert point. And then you slide it over. So you want to have those just about there. And then I can secure this down, and I'll take you to the next one. All right, all you would-be plumbers. This is what I've done here so far. I have an actual base that will go up here that actually elevates this. If this were to really probably be done in your situation, this would be flush with the ground level here. So anyway, I've got this up here, and I've secured this with some 3-inch screws. And so now I'm ready. Basically all I need to do now is this thing's seated very well. Now all I do is I just take it and I put the wax ring on top of that. I actually had to get a different wax ring because the other one did not fit the smaller diameter of the hole, because this was a repair kit basically. I just had to modify things, and the device or the wax ring with a lip going down in it is actually larger than this hole. Okay, so the next thing I did is I lined up the grease gaskets, and I've got a smaller one sitting on top of this one that has a bit of a flange to it, as you can see. So I'm gonna put the toilet on there, and hopefully everything will all be so I got the Johnny bolts on each side secured in, and we're ready for a test flush. Got all the line reconnected. It's all working.